Hi guys, it's Lori. I don't know how many of you know. I don't know how many of you guys follow me elsewhere, but I got really, really sick recently. And I just ended up really sick again. And let's see, since August, it, prior to August, I mean, it started before that. My whole life, my whole life, seriously, and I'm not kidding. From the time I was born until I met Bob and married him. I think I married him when I don't know. I honestly don't know. My memory is like bad, really bad. I'll blame it on the brain, but could be anything. Maybe I was 21. And then life got good for a little while. Well, better. It got really good financially. I had a family. I was able to raise my kids. I didn't worry about the electric bill getting paid, that kind of stuff. And I was able, I mean, I already had Josh, who was my oldest son, and he's cute as a button. Well, he was cute as a button. He still is. And he grew up to be a really awesome man. Really, really awesome man. But with Bob, I was blessed to have my two younger boys, and that was probably the biggest blessing out of the whole marriage. But then that ended, and right back to all the chaos again. All the hardship. And when I say hardship, I know everybody goes through hardship, but my life has been one thing after another, after another, after another, after another. And now I see that repeating in my children. I mean, I could tell you a story, but it's going to make the video so long, so I won't. But my kids were literally ripped from me. I think it really messed with their minds. All of them, Josh, Bobby, and Nick, in different ways. It totally did a number on my family. And it went on for years and years and years. I finally did get an apology from the authorities. It was my former husband who started it. And he had more money than I did. That's the only reason it went on for so long as it did. Um, it messed with all of them. Even though Josh didn't get ripped from me, he had to deal with me. He saw my end of it, and I kind of lost it quite a bit, actually. Um, and then, um, and of course, I wasn't where I am now spiritually. I was really deep into the New Age movement then. It wasn't like it is now. Anyhow, but the last year has been particularly hard. There's been a lot of, I feel betrayed by friends. There's been just, it almost as if something's sitting on my shoulder. I mean, when I look and see the money that I brought in, I mean, I have no problem working. I mean, I've always been a worker, though. I started working the day that I could. I mean, I was younger than I was supposed to be working, two jobs and going to school. So I've never had a problem working, and I've been working. But it's just being hit with so many different things. So many things that require like large chunks of money to get out of, or to take care of, you know? And then it really hit hard in August, and we were homeless for a while. Um, then I got really, really sick again, and then I just got sick again. So anyway, for the last, I'd say 3, maybe 5 years. It seems less than that, but when I look back on it, it's probably like 5 years. I have been battling this battle about doing what I do and I shouldn't do it and this and that and blah blah blah. And what I do, my goal is to help people, and I do. I mean, I have people talk to me all the time about helping and how much I've helped them and this and that. So that I feel compelled to keep up the life coaching and serious appointments. Most of it will probably be done by phone. Still, most of my clientele are by phone anyway. Um, but I'm not going to do any more gallery style. I'm not going to do any more group things. I'm not going to do any more, just one-time appointments. Hey, can you tell me if so and so is okay in this and that in the spirit realm? I'm going to continue to teach classes on the spirit realm, spiritual battle. I'm still going to help people with those sorts of things because I believe that, no, it's more than a belief. I know that we are in a really, the battle is raging. It's always been raging, but it is raging more than ever now. And I think people need it more than ever. There's so much deception out there. There's always been deception. But we have gotten to a point where the deception is so bad, it's become the norm. And I really do believe that the veil has thinned to a level that it's if you're not seeing it, if you're not feeling it, I'm not sure. Excuse me, I'm not sure why. So anyway, I will not be doing that anymore. Come January 1st, that's it. I'm done. There are some clients that I work with regularly. Coaching, counseling, they're going through some stuff in their life. And they, I've talked to a couple of them and they wish to remain and I wish to continue with them. And some people have agreed, and this is really going to help me through this period if people agree to do this. If you want to stay on, just like with a lawyer, you give a retainer. Well, some people are willing to give a retainer. It really doesn't matter to me how much. It just tells me that you are taking this seriously, and it does matter to you. It would be at least, 2 sessions, and then we would continue with the retainer if you chose to, just so that you always have some in your account. And then what happens is you get a 20% discount off regular prices. So it works for you. Plus, you always have something in your account if you don't have anything at the time to come in, and say, hey, I can't pay you today, but I really need to talk to you. I came up with this because so many people will send a message out of the blue, or they'll need something, right away. And I thought about it, in every other profession, there's a charge for that. Now, I'm not saying that I'm going to, start going crazy, making charges for, every little thing like some professions do. I'm not going to do that. But, so if you're interested in giving a retainer, I would say it'd be anywhere from 200 to, hey, give me 5,000 if you want. But here I am again on the verge of losing everything, I do have the holiday assistance program. I managed to get through that in November. A couple people, I did it mostly by myself, but then when I put it out there, a couple people did donate, and I'm happy for that. Thank you, very grateful. It covered a little bit of it, and I am very grateful. I'm grateful for any kind of donation, I'm grateful for anything like that. But what I noticed is when I went through this difficult time, people became like vultures. It was like, okay, I'll use your services, but how about I give you, let's see, $10? No, and the final straw, well, it wasn't actually the final straw, but one of the final straws is I did this group. The woman that was hosting the group, which I didn't want to do groups anyway, and she knew that, but I figured, okay, I'm having a hard time, I'll do it. She wants it. She's like, everybody wants it, let's just do it. It'll help you, it'll help these people. And I did a group, and I have a flat rate for groups, or I did. I don't do them anymore. It's a flat rate. It doesn't matter if there's 5 people or 500 people. It's a flat rate. Now, if you're expecting 30 people at a certain price and only 20 show up, well, you got to explain to your people that you got to pay a little bit more money each, or if you don't want to do that, you cover it yourself. I mean, this is known for anything like this. It's known. It's a flat rate. When I did the, the individual things with people when I go to their home, well, then everybody's responsible for their own. But when it's a group, the host or hostess agrees to a flat rate, and that's it. Well, I asked this woman 3 times, is it, everything's good with payment and everything? Because I had to drive to another state to do this. She's like, yep, everything's good. And then at the very end, she waited, and I was there an hour longer than I should have been. And she waited till the end, till almost everybody was gone. She handed me an envelope, and there was like half in it. And she goes, I'm sorry, everybody didn't show up. I was so devastated that I couldn't even say anything. I just started to cry and I walked out. I was tired. I had a long drive home and I just walked out. And then something else happened. I don't remember. Something happened. Thanksgiving was really hard because of all the situations going on. I mean, we're getting hit at all ends with my kids, my grandkids. And I just said, you know what? I'm done. I have people, like I said, that just message me, and they've got 5, 6, 7, 8 things they want to talk about and advice on different things. But they don't want to donate. They don't want to schedule. They just expect me to answer the questions. And I'm sorry, I can't do it anymore. I can't do it anymore. What happens, I think, in what I do is the lines get blurred, and yes, I become your friend. And so it's one thing if we're talking as friends, and it's another if we're talking as work, and I think people blur those lines. But the people that I'm talking about that do this to me are not like friends. They're just people, they would not, let's say they wouldn't invite me over to dinner, they are they don't consider me a friend. They consider me whatever, I don't know. They look at me in a professional way, and like I said, they're not going to invite me over to dinner. So they're just doing this, trying to get something for nothing. The part that kills me is I know they wouldn't do this to other people. They would actually pay up front or whatever, and they wouldn't complain about it. But me, they're like, oh yeah, how dare you? Like one person, I had said I'm doing deposits now because too many people were canceling on me last minute. So she booked something right after we talked about that, and I said, okay, the deposit's going to be this much. And she's like, wow, you're going to do that to me? You know what? Never mind, let's not do it. Let's just not do it at all, So anyway, January 1st, I'm done, except for people that really want to take it seriously, that really need that spiritual guidance, advice, where we can work together. And I've had, people come to me with such great results, and that makes me so happy. That's why I can't quit completely, because I love when somebody says, thank you for helping me get back on this path, or look at how my life has changed. Thank you so much. My relationship is better, or, my job is better, or I feel so much more fulfilled. And this is the kind of feedback I get. And this is why I know I'm on the right path with that. So what I'm going to do is continue this and probably get like a part-time job somewhere. I'm also going to keep up the classes. So classes, the coaching contracts, and then the people that don't want to necessarily go into a coaching contract but want to remain, kind of keep me on retainer. It's kind of like having your lawyer on retainer, having me on retainer, having your coach or your counselor or whatever on retainer. Same thing. I've also got, just for this season, necklaces that will be necklaces and candles that I make myself, and they're personally to your situation. So we'll talk a little bit, and you tell me what's going on in your life, or we'll talk about it, and then I'll send you this necklace or this candle. And the other thing is pictures. So I don't know how many times I've wanted to say, geez, I wish you could see what I see when I look and I see like in the spirit realm around people. I wish you could see what I see, but I can't draw. And obviously you can't take a picture of that. So I found somebody who I can tell what I'm seeing, and it can be interpreted through drawing on paper. So I'm doing those for a limited time too for the season. Of course, gift certificates are available now. Even though I'm going to step back January 1st, I will honor gift certificates. And just please ask the people to use them within 90 days of receipt. And 20% off gift certificates. I'm sorry for making this so long. I didn't want to make it so long, but I just wanted to kind of keep everybody updated on what's going on. I hope you guys are having a blessed day. It's actually really nice out today in November in New Hampshire. All right, you guys, I hope you have a great day, and I will talk to you soon. Next video, I'm going to be talking about children and their spirituality, and I want to do a little more on dealing with the narcissist, the Jezebel spirit, the Delilah spirit, that kind of thing. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.